something terrible has happened. You see, I recorded this video a few days ago. I guess maybe record is a strong word, because what I actually did was sit at my desk talking to myself about kitchens for an hour. And then when I went to go stop recording, you know, I go to press the button's not there. You know why? Because I never started recording. So I did the whole thing and it doesn't exist. So I actually didn't record this video the other day. And after that, I had to take a step away. I had to put the kitchens down and revisit them at a later date. Today is that later date. So today I found a couple custom content kitchen sets for you that I really want to show you because I think you're gonna like them. Look, I am a simple gal. When I see a kitchen, I download the kitchen. This is the first one. It's by one of my favorite creators, my Shuno-san. It's called the Soul Kitchen. It's like this beautiful pastel set with white and black countertops and a lot of wood, like natural wood tones. I mean, you can just tell already we're gonna love this. And the other one is from my other favorite CC creator, Max. It's this classic kitchen kit. I mean, come on. So naturally, I will be downloading and testing out both of these things for you. These are both out, by the way, like publicly. You don't need to pay for early access or anything, but I will have both their Patreons linked down below if you would like to support them. I'm a patron of both, so like I said, they're linked down below. But number one is the Soul Kitchen. So I'm gonna drop these into my game quickly. I think we can see it now. This is just gonna be lilsimsie freaking out about custom content for 20 minutes, as all of these videos are. I just get really excited, okay? I keep saying this, but I swear, downloading new CC is like Christmas. And I'm always just so impressed by like how well made these things are. Like if you told me EA made them, I would believe you. And that's a compliment. I know it might not sound like a compliment because, you know, we make these jokes about like, ooh, EA built this, yikes. But their items are good. Their items are genuinely good. I think kitchen sets are one of my like number one most requested items for Sims things. Like I always want more counters. I always want more beds. Always want more sofas and also rugs. I think in that order is my request for Sims content. And it's because those items are like the big ticket things that really make a room. And so when you have to reuse the same things over and over again, your houses look the same. So it's always fun to get new ones, both CC and from EA in packs and stuff. And something interesting about kitchens is that I think kitchen sets look deceptively small. And what I mean by that is this looks like it's only 5 items, right? It's a bar stool, it's a shelf, a regular counter, an island counter, and then a cabinet, right? Except really, each of these counters is more than one piece. Like this one counter is actually 5 because there's all the end pieces, the corner pieces. The island is actually 7 pieces. The cabinet, 7 pieces. Because these are all completely different, right? It isn't the same as just one bar stool because there's so many variants. And I think that's why EA sometimes gives us unfinished kitchen sets. I'm talking about like Realm of Magic. I don't have it installed right now, but how it only has counters and not upper cabinets, which is annoying. Truthfully, I would prefer we didn't get the kitchen set if it's not going to be a complete kitchen set. But even Island Living only came out with a regular counter and shelves originally, and then they had to go back and add the island counter piece. Was it an accident? Was it on purpose? I don't know. But like I said, if we're not going to get a full set, I'd rather have no set. And luckily, CC is always a full set, but like a full set and a half because they have so many swatches. So let's take a look at these, right? These are the counters that my Shuno-san made. I really like these. I like how they're kind of simple in the sense that it's just 2 drawers with like one handle in the middle. I love the wood accents on the bottom and the sides, the white countertop. And then for swatches, there's a bunch. So this color, like this set with the white top and the wood sides and stuff, it has this like minty color, it has white, it's got pink, it has like a more greenish tone, and then it has this like navy, almost black color. Then we have the same swatches again, but this time with like a darker wood. I like this combo. Then we have like a more orangey toned wood with some similar swatches, but then we got this red and black combo, this yellow and black combo, and then the navy blue again with the black counters. We have a darker wood with the same swatches as before. We've got an all light wood and all medium wood, that orange wood, the dark wood, grayish white, black, and then we have that with black countertops as well. So this has like everything. There's so many swatches on these, and I really like how different they look. Like these are such completely different styles that it's like a totally different vibe, but it's the same counter, so it serves many purposes. Obviously the island comes in the same swatches, but the island's got some really nice pieces to it. Like I love the end pieces. The round pieces are so nice because they're like all wood, and the backs of them with like the wood detailing, I just think this is so beautiful. Oh geez. Anyway, so I really like this kitchen set. I think my favorite swatch is the one with the light pink. I think she's really pretty. I wish that we had like built-in fridges in The Sims. You know how in real life a lot of times you'll have a cabinet like this and the fridge is hidden in it? To be fair, I have never lived in a house like that, but I see a lot of houses like that. And I also think that's a lot more common in a lot of places in Europe. Like when I look at apartments in the UK, I look at real estate a lot. I see that kind of thing a lot in like regular apartments, which is just not a thing you would find in any apartment in Florida, at least any like affordable apartment in Florida. But maybe it's just because there's some newer buildings that I'm looking at. I don't know, but this kind of thing is very common. To have like a hidden dishwasher disguised as the cabinet and to have the fridge disguised as the cabinet. Do you know what else? I think that actually might be because a lot of American fridges are bigger than fridges in Europe. We Americans like to have giant fridges and a lot of those apartments will have significantly smaller fridges, but they'll be all fancy and hidden. Anyway, I might just not have a fridge. No, I should put a fridge. Kayla, you're being ridiculous. Oh, I just love the pink. It's so pretty. I would literally do anything to have a kitchen this fancy in real life. Maybe I wouldn't paint it pink. You know, I love a good colorful kitchen, but I'm more of like a green, blue sort of cabinet gal. I don't know if I could do pink. I don't know if I would paint my kitchen cabinets pink. I might do like a pink bathroom. I'd be okay with painting like a bathroom vanity pink. That could be kind of fun. I don't know about pink kitchen. I don't think I'm that bold. Are you? Would you? I like it in The Sims though. Anyway, that's the set from my Shuno-san. Why did I make this room so long and skinny? Let's go download the other one. All right, classic kitchen installed. I'm trying to keep just one at a time so that it's like easier for us to see the difference. Sometimes when I have more than one CC set in my game and I'm trying to like look at a thing for a video, it's so confusing. It's like which ones are new. They all have like icons, but it's for some reason, it's a lot to look at. All right, I'm back. I got a big empty room and some lights. So this set's a little bit bigger, I think because Max was aiming to make like a kit, kind of like the cottage kitchen kit, the real one. So it has a few more things in it. The other one was more of just like a counter set, but same thing. We've got the kitchen counters. These look a lot like the Parenthood ones and I love them. We also have some islands. Obviously we got upper cabinets. We have a matching sink with a towel. Things like this make my day. I don't know why, but like when there's a towel hanging over the sink, amazing. That reminds me, there was this couch from the Sims 3 store and it had like a blanket over the arm. This is the one. Look at this. Let me zoom in. This one spoke to me. I was like obsessed with this couch. I used to see all the YouTubers using it. I literally spent real money. It was probably like $1 for just one couch. I bought it. Like I wanted this couch so bad. The Sims 3 store, if you missed out on that, oh my God, that was a time. I'm literally gonna go searching for it because I want to know how much it costs. Store content, build by. How do you search? This website sucks. Comfort. Okay, for context though, these sim points are like cents, like a US dollar cent. So 105 sim points is $1.05. 84 sim points is 84 cents. Comfy couch with slipcover, 99 sim points. You could buy it as part of a set as well if you wanted to, the June 2011 set that was $25 for these 47 items. Or you could pay 99 cents just for the stupid couch. I don't remember how I got it. I might have got it in a set like on sale or something, but the Sims 3 store was absurd. Anyway, moral of the story, I love the towel hanging over this counter. Obviously these counters come with all the different pieces as well. This one's got another towel hanging on it on the corner piece, and it's got all the end pieces. I really like the shape of this island as well because it kind of has that like fancy cabinetry on the sides. I think this is a pretty realistic island shape to have like the overhang and like that little under bit for your legs. I don't know. I like this. I like the end pieces. Look at the simple detail on the end piece of this counter. So that's how the end piece looks of the regular cabinet. And then the end piece of the end cabinet has the trim going all the way around. The detail. Also, we have this cabinet that's got like the china cabinet section. And look at this piece. Oh, I mean, come on. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm too excited about this. So as far as swatches go, it has the blue and white swatch. We've got a lighter blue and white swatch. Same swatch, but with gold. We got white. We have this like green with the black handles, a gray with black handles, a darker gray with like a coppery toned handle. This one looks very trendy in a good way to me. Also, this one with the gray and the gold with the like more warm toned butcher block. The green with the warm toned butcher block. This one has an even darker countertop. We've got the black and white classic, blue and gold, like a creamy color and gold, and then the white and black again. I mean, come on. Also, and I mean this is a compliment, I like these counters because it looks like a face. with the little eyes and then the mouth. I think they're cute, so they excite me in that way. All right, other things the kitchen set has, we have a range hood that matches the cabinets. This is something I've been wanting for a long time. It's got like all the same swatches, obviously, as the rest of the cabinets. This is one of those things that I really wonder why we don't have it. Like, the range hoods are so common, and like built-in range hoods are so common, and we can't really mimic that look very well in The Sims 4. And again, I live in Florida. I have never been inside a house that has a range hood. I don't know if that's a Florida thing or like a I don't go to fancy houses thing, but like every house I have lived in and visited, including my grandparents' houses in Illinois, has a microwave above the stove and not like a vent that goes to the outside. It's always like this. And the microwave usually has a vent under it, and it's like basically a fan though, I think, because the microwave's not like installed anywhere with pipes. It's just like mounted on the wall. But this is what I'm used to seeing. So to me, this is real fancy, although I realize that it's like very normal. Anyway, I like it though. Also, we have this stove. Pricing wise, it's only $500, which is a pretty good price in The Sims. It comes in a lot of colors. We've got like a creamy color. We got white, gray, black, even some brighter colors, more gray, all white. I mean, like, oh, the pink one. Why does that excite me so much? I need to calm down. We also have a fridge. The fridge has the same swatches as the stove, obviously. I love how much detail goes into this because we've got like more than one white swatch, but there's like white and black, white and silver, black and silver. Like, there's just every possible combo you might want. It exists. We also have some bar stools. I like these because they have that like slip cover look, like the couch I showed you from the Sims 3 store. It feels very realistic to me, like very classic family kitchen-esque. There's a couple stripy swatches and then a lot of like solid colors that kind of match the cabinets. I really like the texture on this green and pink one. I think that's really nice. And then we also have a few decorations. We have this plant. One of my favorite things about Max is how good all of his plants are. Like, every single one just speaks to me. So we have this cut like hydrangeas, comes in a white vase with 4 different flower colors. We've got white, purple, blue, and pink. These are like my favorite flowers. I use them a lot in The Sims in my builds, as you might have noticed, but they also are just so pretty. And then we have this jug with kitchen utensils, only 50 simoleons. And it's simple, it's just a little jug with some different colored utensils that are wood. Look at the detail on that. Like, the bottom is kind of scalloped. That's so impressive. We have a bread box. That'll match all the cabinetry colors, you know? We have this butter dish. That's only 30 simoleons, so you can actually place that places. Lots of nice colors, nice and shiny. And my favorite one, the non-poisonous apples. It's a fruit bowl with a bunch of apples in it. Do you know what? Something very embarrassing about EA, and I don't mean to make these videos to mock them, but something really embarrassing about EA is the texture of their fruit. Like, don't make me compare these, but look at the grapes. Look at Max's apples. Look at EA's apples. They're like pointy to an extreme. I mean, come on. The difference here in these items, like, and it comes with different colored apples. I don't know. I always get so excited about CC. Max really kills it when it comes to decorations and stuff. I mean, as you can tell, very high quality. So, like I said, I will link both of these things up for download for you in the description box, and their Patreons, their Twitters. I mean, I will link all of my Shuno-san's and Max's social medias because you should go follow them. All right, just take a look at this really fast. I mean, come on. So, I will be making a video on this one soon, mark my words. And with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I love to make CC videos. I think they're so fun to look at. Just for the record, I am recording. I didn't forget this time, so that's good. And with that being said, I'll catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. Hey, besties, has anyone been playing the Animal Crossing update? I know we play The Sims here, but like, anybody? Animal Crossing? Anybody?